RESA TV presents in 3, 2, 1, Dateline Schools with your host, Terry Harrington.
April is National Autism Awareness Month throughout the country, and we're trying to learn more about that on Dateline Schools as well and provide some information. My special guests this week from St. Clair County RESA are intervention specialists, Rose Doré and Natalie Adair. And Natalie, what difficulties does autism create for students, especially in the school setting?
You know, we find some things that are specific to our kids with autism, but some of the things are just difficult for children in general. One thing that can be hard and difficult are around those three main areas that cause the autism to show that students are different. So in social situations, they may not understand how to interact appropriately or socially appropriately with friends on the playground. They may not interpret social settings and understandings. When it comes to communication, they may not always be clear of what you're asking. Their thinking is quite literal. They think black and white terms. So those are the things that interfere mostly as the types of things we'll see in schools.
How about in the home and also in the community?
At home, things are very similar, as well as these students come with a lot of anxiety. They're very anxious, very unsure, very worried about what's going to happen next. And when they don't know those things, you'll see difficulties. So at times it's very hard for parents to take their children out in community or to new settings or to social settings that may be overwhelming. It may be too loud. It may be too many people, too crowded, different things like that.
And Rose, what are some of the things generally that the schools do to help the students with autism so they can still get their education?
Well, with some of the students, they'll have an IEP, but I think that basically what a lot of the schools will do kind of the basic interventions that work the best, such as a social story or a visual schedule so that students know what is expected of them. A lot of times they will help them with transition from maybe one class to another class because a lot of times they don't want to stop what they're doing, and so they kind of have to have that help in understanding what's going to come next. And a lot of times we use a program called the PREMAC principle, or first then, so that first if you do what we want, then you can do what they would like to do, and that seems to help move them along from activity to activity.
More tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.